fever bath. So I wanted to share what I'm doing here at Wildwood and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Sometimes people have questions about, what kind of condition do you have? If I had this, if I had cancer, if I had an autoimmune disease, if I had hypertension, what would this place do for me? And one of the things that is really, really powerful is the fever bath. Now, when I was here 2 years ago, I received lots of fever baths, and I'm receiving lots of fever baths again. A fever bath is called, it's a hydrotherapy modality, and what it does is it stimulates your immune system. And in fact, I teach. You see, this is my little book that I've been using. Me and Chris, my friend Chris, we've been going around and doing classes, and there is actually a chapter in here. This is how important hydrotherapy, especially with building your immune system, because hydrotherapy, it talks about how it increases your blood circulation, and whenever you increase your blood circulation, it draws all of that toxic stuff to the surface. And so that's what fever baths can do. We know about improved immune function. It stimulates the white blood cells. It stimulates production of your antibodies. It increases your metabolism, and it actually improves your heart function because it dilates your blood vessels. When I get done with my fever bath, my blood pressure just is in the perfect range. And I have problems with my blood pressure. So it talks about, in this book, the incredible power of healing water. And it doesn't make any difference if it's a sauna, if it's Russian steam. You can do all of these things at home, but here they do a fever bath with 2 people. They put me on oxygen. The one person does the cold water to the head with ice. They wrap my head up, and then the other one checks my oxygen saturation and my pulse every 5 minutes. That's kind of standard. Now, I'll show you some of my paperwork here. I don't give out too much information, but there's me. But I want to show you the lab work here because I want to make sure I have a running log of where I started from. And you see the neutrophils, the absolute neutrophils. You see how low that is? Normal is 1,500 to 7,800. And mine is a really pathetic 826. A neutrophil is a white blood cell, and it actually makes up to 40 to 60% of all the white blood cells in our blood. So they are the first line of defense when it comes to bacterial infections, and so that's what the body sends out first. Those are the first troops. And I don't have many. I have 826. So with my list of comorbidities here, I have decided to treat that with, hydrotherapy. And when I was here last time, the fever baths improved my neutrophils count from, actually, I'm going to show you this. This is when I first came in. So when I came in 2019, you see the date? There was my neutrophil count, 598, and you can see my white blood cell count was 2.6. Now, by the time I left, again, that tripled, and it was so impressive. And that was not just because of the hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy, it's powerful, but I implemented a whole food plant-based diet. I did proper rest. I drank plenty of water. I did some of the teas and got proper sunshine and rest. And the spiritual part of this program was phenomenal. And it's already having such a profound effect on my walk. So, but I wanted to share that with you. I want to share that there is an alternative way to treat cancer, to treat heart disease, to treat autoimmune disease, to treat stress, depression, anxiety, um, any of those comorbidities. You name it, there's a whole list of obesity. There is an alternative way. Even this treating this COVID, there's an alternative way, and it's called building your immune system. The system that God created so perfectly and so wonderfully. You know, He made us perfect and wonderfully. Well, I mean, we're perfectly wonderfully made, right? So, I mean, come on, right? We're perfectly wonderfully made. How hard is that to understand that He's the great physician? And although there's a time and place for medicine, the healthcare system is broke. And chemo and radiation, I tell you what, I've seen it time and time again with chemo. Um, it's the chemo that's killing people. Chemo's killing people. And you don't have to die of cancer. Nobody has to die really of cancer.